What is going on, guys? Coming with you with another new video today. Let's fucking go. Let's get into it. So, I just decided to restart. Reason why, I didn't really want to try to get all like the same signings and everything, because I looked back on it and I noticed I could have done a lot better with like my signings. I could have got a lot better players than just Harry Kane. I mean, Harry Kane's good, but he's not the type of player that I like to use. I mean, obviously he does have strength, he does have like a lot, but he's not my type of player. I like to use a very pacey. I don't know. My breathing's fucking up. I have really bad asthma, so if like I'm running out of like breath like really shortly, it's because of that. But I just had to like restart. I like a lot more like pacier, kind of like a little bit more like strength and better finishing. I mean, Harry Kane's a very good finisher, but he just, like I said, he's just not my type of player. And they were, I guess, when like they signed me as their manager, they were very happy, which was a good thing. Sorry, I just burped right there. But I think actually throughout this video, you guys are actually going to be very happy with my signings. I played a lot of career modes before this with teams with with not a lot of money, and I bought some of these players before, and they've actually helped me out a lot. Just to make sure I didn't lose this one, I got rid of my Monaco career mode, and I made sure I titled it Swansea, just to make sure I know which one to pick and which one would be for YouTube. So this career mode is going to be strictly just for YouTube. I'm not going to do much offline. I might do like a little bit of things, like I might just like sim it to like the next like games and stuff. They want me to get to round 16 domestic. They wanted me to look for a goalkeeper. The scouter was introduced, and they actually wanted me to get mid-table finish, which I think we can actually do a little bit better with, but it's all up to them. I didn't like this formation right off the bat, so I decided to go with a 4-3-3. I don't like to play 5 at the back. I like to play 3 in the middle, just because I like to have like a cam. I like to have a right and a left winger, or right and a left mid, whatever you like to call it, strike up the middle, and I like to have a left back and a right back. I do not like to play 5 in the back. I do not like to play 3 in the back. It's just not my thing. But right now, as I got the team, it looked very solid. I mean, there was no big players. Like, there was no 80 overalls or like that big of like players, but it was a solid squad. We had 2 really good wingers. I've actually bought them in other career modes. They're very pacey, very fast. They do need help with finishing and stuff, but they are like assist kings. I've played with them like before and stuff. And as you can see there, our budget is $9,500,000 and it's $100,000, which I can actually do a lot with that. And I decided, who did I go for? Yeah, I decided to go for this guy, James Wilson on loan, and his contract is up in 12 months and everything. And I was thinking maybe I could buy him, but I thought he's still a very young star and he still really hasn't proved himself yet. So I decided, you know what, let me just try to get him on loan. And you guys will actually figure that out later on in the video if I actually get him. But right now, I'm trying to just find some really pacey, really fast strikers. And I remember Southampton, my favorite team, Emmanuel Mayuka. He has 90 pace. He's pretty good. I put in a $2 million bid because I know he actually isn't worth much. You can actually make him get worth more. I tend to actually sell him during the winter transfer window because I've usually scored a good amount of goals with him by then. But you never know. I also went for my Yoshida just because he is a good backup center back. Like when like your center back is hurt, he will be a good backup. He's a good rotation player. He's actually a good starter too. It's pretty good. He's a pretty good player, all in all. But I also got for Gardosa. I also tried to go for him. I've never actually ever played with like Gardosa before, so I didn't really know. He just had 74 overall. I remember that. I also went for the guy that we went for last time, Harry Kane, just to see if maybe I can get like the same deal I did for $5 million, which is really freaking cheap. But later on in the video, I don't think it works out, and I decided to just sim through like a couple games and stuff. And it was like weird. So like for like a couple of days I didn't get anybody, and then at one point I just got everybody. Also, I was thinking about going for Benteke, but then I remembered Astro V, I don't think we'll give him up for almost 20 million. That's like their price for him. So I didn't think they were gonna give him up to me. Then I went for this guy Ings. Ings is a young talent. He has like 89 pace. I played with him before. His strength is really good. Everything about him is very good. So I decided to go for him next. His wages are only $30,000. It was really cheap. Yeah, so I'm back. Sorry, it's just like that, like a little skip. Yeah, but Ings is a very good player. He plays very well. He's only 21 years old. We can get him on a good contract. We can do everything with him. I didn't really want to get anybody from Newcastle because there are a lot of them old. I was also looking for this star. I forget what his name was. M. Koyom. I have him in my West Brom career mode, and he's a very pacey, very fast striker who can actually finish pretty well. Even though they said to look for a keeper, I think we're actually pretty good right now. We could survive off the keeper. I mean, our defense were actually pretty quick. I also looked into Andy Carroll. I knew I wasn't gonna have enough for him. I was just kind of just shooting in the dark. Because I've played with Andy. I played against Andy Carroll in this game, and he's a fucking monster. Obviously, in real life, he is horrible. He's always getting hurt. He's never that good. I wasn't going to throw all my money just at that one player and not really try to get more signings out of it. Also, I was going to look at Sacco, but Sacco just joined, and so did Valencia. So both of them two were out of the question. And I didn't really know what else to go for. I was looking at Alexander Song, and I figured out he was way out of my budget. Like, it's hard to only work on like a $10 million budget versus like a team like Chelsea or FC Bayern Munich, like where their budgets are high to the sky. Like, I think Chelsea, I played with them once. They have like a 60 million budget. I also went for Adrian just because Adrian's a solid keeper in real life and also in this game. So I decided to go for him too. I don't think I got him though, because that is a big star at West Ham. He's been there for a very long time, and I don't think he's going to be leaving anytime soon. Even though he could, I think he could definitely be on a better team. Right there, I was just showing Hanover 96 also put in a bid for Maya Yoshida. And I wasn't really going to go over my budget for Maya Yoshida. I cared about him, but I didn't really care about him that much. And I actually got a lot of like the bids like rejected, especially from Southampton. And the loan was even rejected for James Wilson. Yeah. Newcastle, they were also in talk for Maya Yoshida. And a lot of people were actually in talk for Maya Yoshida and Adrian. So I just wasn't really going for it. I was kind of done. I was trying to actually really get Mayuka because I feel like Mayuka would have been a really good signing. So I actually just to put an extra $1,500,000 on there, just to see if maybe they would go for that. and because he is a very good signing, and I decided just to throw one more million on Harry Kane just to see, because if you can get it for $7 million, that's still a snag. Because I remember in other career modes he would go for like 11. He was definitely a pricey guy. Burnley accepted it though for Danny Ings, which I was very happy about. His price is only $30 million. He only wanted 4 years, and I gave him a crucial first team. I think he would have been very good. And Southampton, they didn't actually reject the Mayuka deal. They actually rejected another one. West Ham rejected my Adrian deal, or whatever way you like to say his name. I don't really know. I also got an offer for the center back. He's 74 overall, 22 years old. He was only worth $2.5 million. I was wondering if maybe I can get it for his max price because it is Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich has a shit ton of money, man. And actually, that signing actually came in. They weren't willing to actually pay that much, and I didn't really want his lowest price for him. So I decided to put down $6,500,000. And if they could do that, they could take him really, because and Danny Ings actually accepted that, which was great. That left us down to a $2,500,000 budget with $70,000 wages. It was actually really good. I mean, only being $30,000 wages. I'm going to show you his record right now. His score right now: 89 pace, 72 strength, 3-star weak foot, 3-star skills, high defensive rate, high attack rate. This guy is just a great player. And I just also wanted to show you my bench real quick, who I really had. I was going to put that guy actually on the bench just in case we do need a backup striker for him. And yeah, we have two pretty good backup strikers. I feel like we do need to focus more on the defensive side of things right now. I could look in the MLS because the MLS do have some pretty cheap good players. They rejected the bid for Harry Kane, but they actually accepted the $3,500,000 bid for Emmanuel Mayuka. And this dude in real life, he sucks, but on here, he's very pacey, he's very fast, he's very good. And he was only $20 million for the wages, which was also really friggin' cheap. They actually accepted that bid and everything for $6,500,000, and they were gonna take him from me, which I wasn't actually that upset about. I was just like, whatever. Also, you saw it there. Mayuko's also getting bid on, and Mayuko actually accepted. And we didn't actually have enough money. Oh, we didn't actually have enough money right then and there. But I knew that if I stalled it for the next couple of days, and hopefully that player would actually sell, which in perfect timing he did, and they didn't pull back the offer, I could sign him up. And there we go. So now we have 4,522,000, my bad. New signing has arrived, and I don't know how much we still actually have in wages. We have to, I think, have 30 million in wages, which is actually still pretty good. I mean, we signed 2 really good players. This dude has 90 pace. I didn't actually see his physicality right there, but I played with this dude in different like career modes and stuff, and he is a fucking monster. These are 2 very good signings that we needed right here. And I saw this one, and I saw Williams. He's a very pacey center back, and the guy right next to him was not. And I was looking at other ones just to see maybe if there's anybody like that. We don't really have a backup center back, so we're kind of fucked in that way. Where if one of our center backs gets hurt, we're fucked. So we kind of need to set it up better to really get like a better center back. And I saw this right back had 84 pace, and I was like, might as well just put him up at like the left back, and I'll just make the instructions later. So I also wanted to know, do you guys want to put the instructions on like where like I want like the players to go in the middle of the video, or what do you want me to do? It's up to you guys really. But I decided to sim a couple of days, and I don't really like playing preseason matches. I like to make a team sheet and stuff just because I feel like it's easier in that way. And I decided to actually search for another player. I don't actually know who I actually searched for here. I think I went to a different league and everything, and I was just looking through who I could sign for a backup and everything, and I really find any teams. I was just kind of looking, and then I remembered Naldo from Wolfsburg, and I was like, he actually went for pretty cheap. Maybe I could sign him up. And I think his price tag, like they put him between 4 million to 6,100,000, and I was like, hey, maybe I'll sign him up. I was also thinking about signing up Hazard's brother at my cam, because he's still a young star who has a lot of potential. And so I looked at Naldo. He's 31 years old. He's really tall, and they wanted 6,100,000 to 7,900,000. And he's 31 years old, and he only has around 12 months of his contract left, I think. So what I could do is in the winter, I could actually sign up on a pre-contract for next season, and we could just do that. Because we definitely, especially if I changed up, we definitely have enough enough wages to actually sign him up. And he is a great center back. Like, he is a solid center back that he's definitely a valuable player. So we could definitely use him. Sorry guys, I've been talking for a while now. I've been talking for about 13.3 minutes straight, and it gets tiring after a while. So I decided to make a second team on my sheet, and my second team actually didn't look bad at all actually either. We won this game. I don't actually remember the score. I'm gonna commentate it obviously over the game. So what I usually decide to do is I just press the Y button for like the greatest suggestion to get each player in some playing time, especially for the lower games, so that we could hopefully win them and everything like that. I like to do that a lot just because I feel like like a lot of like the players are happier in that way, to like the point of that they won't complain as much, that like they do know like they're well like the club and stuff, and I just feel like it's better like that. So we're gonna get into the game actually right now. I think we're gonna sim it just because I really didn't want to play it. I don't really like playing with like a second team, especially. And right here, I was actually watching a YouTube video, and that's why you're gonna see a little bit of inactivity. But decided to sim it, and I don't really actually like to press Y during these. I like to watch them just because, especially for like the YouTube purpose, just to see how like my team does. So in the first 15 minutes, nobody still got one. It's set for Rotilage, and in the 18th minute he got one score. Now it was 2-1 as Crespo and who else scored? Rotilage again, and then Gomez scored in 69th in the 69th minute. Gomez, whatever. And we actually get a 4-1 victory over these guys, and my backup goalkeeper was only hurt for 7 days, so no big deal with the injury. And we're actually wrapping up the video right now, guys, and I'm going to be leaving you off with this next episode where we're going to be versing this team. So, I'll see you guys later. Peace.